Ready to go. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna show you kind of how I'm putting in new fenders, front fenders for my OBS Ford. So I've already done this side because other ones are rusted out. It's getting a little rough, plus there's a dent in it from me. So here's the new one that I got put in. Looks fantastic. It did come dented though in 2 spots, which is very upsetting. Side off is you get the whole headlight assembly out, except for this. You leave this in there, and there's 2 bolts. One right here and here, and then there's these 2 rivets also that you're gonna have to cut and drill and do whatever you can do to get these out. And then there's definitely, yep, there's a screw right in here you gotta get out, and then this whole air filter also has to come out. There's 2 bolts right here and 2 bolts on this side. I already got those out, so this whole thing is pretty loose. And way down in there is that whole box right there. There's 2 bolts holding that in too that you gotta get out. And then up top is just these 2, and then this whole thing should pull away. And there's just one right here, and then there is this one. A few up in here going through that liner, holding it in, and then I'll show you guys some more up in there. Let's get to it. Also, always need coffee, so I don't know. And this whole thing cracked. I'm gonna have to weld that and weld that. Whole thing's pretty loose. A little bit of welding to do, but hopefully I can get this new piece on tonight. Maybe we'll see, or at least get this one off. I'll try to show you guys the most I can. All right, I just used this to cut off those 2 rivets. I just came through the side right here and cut them clean off. So now I'm going to try to hammer them and drill them out a little bit, try to get them loose. To get a few of those out, I've got this with some extensions going into this a little bit. There's a bolt right here. So if you can stick that through the liner and get it to here and get that out, that'll really help get this front end out. I also drilled out these holes a little bit for those rivets, so hopefully when I go to pull it off, I can just kind of get that all loose. Then there's 2 more up here, I believe. Actually, they're not up here. They're not up here. They're down in here. So you gotta get those 2. I already took out, so there's 2 down there too. So guys, if you come through the door, a hole, see that hole way up in there? You gotta get to that, and that's a 10mm. Now I took those 2 out right there, 2 13mm. This whole thing's getting pretty loose. Okay, we're almost got everything off. I'm gonna show you one more that I've been trying to find, and it's right down there. Down there, facing that way. There's one down there holding it at the bottom. That should be the last one, and this thing's gonna come off. So I broke it. But I think it's gonna still come off, so we're good. I got the second one off. Or almost. It's like dangling by a thread. So there's just this little guy. I'm just gonna cut it and do whatever, get that out. Just one more screw to that liner. That liner was a pain. This is that one thing that I couldn't get the second one off of. So I just unclipped it, the electrical. It's just right here. I just unclipped it, and then I'll take this off and put it back on. It was just really hard to get to, so I was like, never mind. Just undo it, it'll be fine. These things kind of did like pull through and break. It was kind of weird. But I think it's fine. But I'm gonna show you guys putting the new one on. So I went ahead and just mounted it to the new one, that electrical thing, just so all I gotta do is just plug it in when it's up there, so it saves a little bit of a hassle, so that's probably an easier way to do it. So I'd go ahead and put that on first. Alright, so the new one's starting to get on. I got just one up in here that's gotten pretty tight. The main thing you gotta do is make sure this front part of it slides in between. There's this plastic and then there's the metal from this. You got to make sure that this front little slip slides in between those, and then everything else is going to be pretty close to being lined up. So you just got to slide that in there. And I just got this one started right down in there. I got this first one started by reaching up in there again. And then now I'm just going to work my way, get these top two in, get the one back here in the door in, the one down there, two up in here. I'm not going to do no rivets or nothing, that's stupid. One way down up in there, and then these two right here, and put everything together.